guys, welcome back to Wealthy University. I'm Wugochi Lewis, founder here, and I am super excited to share with you guys the new tutorial that the Lord is having me to do. All right, you guys, so you launched your online ministry, you stepped out there and you're walking in the gifts and the calling of what God has called you to do, right? Well, what's one of the things that you can do when you're ministering online? You can actually give people a place where they come out of social media, out of Instagram, out of TikTok, out of LinkedIn, out of YouTube, and you pull them into your world, a world where you are speaking to them in a consistent way. You're speaking to them weekly, you're speaking to them either bi-weekly, weekly, or monthly, okay? And so how do you do that? I am so glad you asked. You do it with a newsletter, okay? So every time you get ready to minister to your audience, your people, the people that you have been discipling on social media, you now have a place where they have subscribed to this newsletter. And now every week or bi-weekly or monthly, they are looking forward to hearing, guess what? From who? From you. They're looking forward to hearing the updates, the testimonies. They're looking forward to hearing what's going on with you. And they're looking forward to just seeing your brand pop up in their inbox, okay? And so how do you create that, right? How do you get started in that? Well, hopefully you watched my last video on how to create your MailChimp account. Now that you have watched my last video and you have created your MailChimp account, it's time to get started in creating your very first campaign, which is going to be your email subscriber landing page, okay? This is a page where you are taking people, they are going to click that link in your bio. Y'all know, y'all see it all the time where you hear somebody saying, click the link in my bio or comment to get the link to my email list. That's what you're doing. You're creating a link that's going to take them straight to the landing page for your newsletter. And I'm super excited about this. I don't know if y'all can tell, because the good thing about MailChimp is that it's totally free. If you sign up for the free account, you can be able to create your landing pages totally free, okay? And the other good thing about that is that if you don't have a website, which so many people starting in ministry, you don't have a website yet, and that's totally okay. If you don't have a website, guess what? You can create a landing page, and that landing page can serve as your little mini website where people can come and sign up for your newsletter, get weekly or bi-weekly or monthly updates, whichever one you choose, and hear straight from you, and you're pulling them into your world, not using a website, but using your email list, okay? And so it's so important that you build this email subscribers list early in your ministry so that you can continue to communicate to your audience, to your people, to your tribe as you transition and all of the gifts, as God continues to use you and all of your gifts and all of your anointing and all of your calling. As He uses you, they are seeing it through your emails, okay? I'm so excited, you guys. I can't wait for you guys to create your email list for your online ministry. And even if you just found this page on YouTube and you may not have an online ministry, that's totally okay. But you can still watch this video if you're just interested in creating a newsletter for your audience, okay? So I want you guys to do something for me before we continue throughout this video. I want you guys to take a second and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Wealthy University, because Wealthy University is all about encouraging you to go after all of the gifts that God has placed inside of you. Do not sleep on your gifts anymore. We encourage you through the Word of God, through prayer, and through encouragement, okay? And we want you to be so well on the inside that it outpours into every area of your life, producing wealth, okay? Whatever wealth is to you, it may not just be financially, but it may be increase for your family, increase for your friends. It may be increase in your business, whatever wealth looks like to you. It may be freedom, free time. Come on, somebody. Your gift will make room for you. And I'm super excited to teach you today how to get started with your newsletter. All right, y'all, don't go nowhere. Subscribe to this channel and let's get started in the tutorial. All right, you guys, so let's get started. When you're in your MailChimp's dashboard, the first thing you're going to see is campaigns. So you want to make sure you are clicked on campaigns. Then after that, you're going to head on over to create and you're going to click create. This is going to take you into where you can set up your email. You're going to hit design email. Now you are in your email dashboard, okay? Add recipients, you don't really need to do that right now, but let's just click on it just to kind of see how it looks. You'll be able to import contacts here, but you don't really need that right now, but that's where you would do it. Okay, then we are going to go to edit your from name. So basically your newsletter name. So you don't want to send it from anything that people didn't sign up for. So you want to make sure this name is exactly what people signed up for. So they signed up for the Pray Her community. So that's the newsletter that we're going to title it so that people know I'm getting this email from what I signed up for. So hit save. Next, you are going to edit the subject. What is your subject for this email? We're creating a welcome email. So our subject is going to be welcome to the Pray Her community, or welcome to Pray Her community. Next, we are going to do our preview text. Your preview text is basically just kind of letting people know a little bit more about what is inside of the email. So I'm putting weekly newsletter, but if you want to put any other details there, you can. But because this is the first one, that's what we are going to put. Okay, so I also want to go in and add some emojis. If you click the little smiley face on the side, you'll be able to see and search different emojis that fit your brand and your style. I always think it's best practice to add emojis, maybe one or two every other email. You don't have to do it on every email, but every other email, maybe put in the subject box some emojis that fit your brand. Okay, and so I added a heart because, you know, heart is kind of girly. I'm also going to add prayer hands as well. So you could search prayer, and here we go. Prayer hands came up, and I just want to add it in the subject, not the preview text. We're going to hit save, and boom, we got our subject. Okay. Next, our send time. The only way you can schedule a time is if you have the paid account. So we're just going to do send now. So then we're going to head inside to edit our design. Listen, I always use one basic email template, but you can play around with different ones. Once you find the one that you like, I would say keep that template as your template that you use for your newsletter. So you can kind of go through, scroll, see the ones, go inside and see the different ones. But for the most part, I pretty much go with the minimal, and it's this one right here. So I would click apply. And I love this template because it's just really simple. It's going to give you your logo. It's going to give you like a header. It gives you a place to add an image. And so, yeah, the first thing I do is go ahead and do my big enticing headline, which, since this is a welcome email, you want to make sure that welcome headline is really, you know, just welcoming and nice. So even if you don't want to say welcome to your brand, you could say, so glad you're here. Welcome to my newsletter, or something like that. So just kind of make it your own, just to keep it simple. I'm just going to put welcome to Pray Her. Right underneath, you can add a little bit more to your welcome if you would like. I'm just going to say, we're so glad to see you here. Here's what you can expect. And that's going to lead into our image, which the image is going to be our official newsletter. And so I love this template because it already has it already laid out. So we're actually going to be creating our image outside of MailChimps, we're going to go to canva.com. And once you go into Canva, if you don't have an account, you can create an account. But if you do have an account, go ahead and click Create Design. And I want you to search for email newsletter. And see, it already comes up, and you're going to click that. Go to email newsletter, and then you'll have all of these different templates will come up on the side, and you could just scroll through them, find one that best fits your brand. Once you find one that best fits your brand, I want you to select them, but you can play around with them, click on different ones, see how you like it. You don't have to jump the gun. If you do select something, you can always change it. So this is the one we're going to be using. I like it because it's already pink. It already has the feel that I'm going for Pray Her, and it already says welcome. So I want to try to get as close as a template to what you're going for, so you don't have to do too much work. Okay. All right. So once you select your template, you are going to work on your details of your newsletter. So what to expect out of the newsletter, that's what we want to put in that detail box. So we're going to go back to our landing page that we had people fill out, and we're going to copy straight from there, go back into Canva, click on that Canva link, go back into Canva, and you're actually going to copy from your landing page straight into Canva all about your newsletter. So we send out weekly encouragement and prayers straight to your inbox. Sign up to be featured for our prayer warrior of the month. Now that's the basic information that I want. However, I'm gonna edit this to fit, to make it into like 3 bullet points that get straight down to the point of what our newsletter is all about. So I'm going to click the bullets, and I'm going to edit that so that you guys can see what it is. And so whatever you had on your newsletter, the details, when people signed up, just copy and paste it onto your Canva template. Then I want you to just, simply break it up into different bullet points, and then maybe add any other details that you can think about. I'm adding women, prayer strategies, and so if you have any details that you want to add, just make it short, sweet, and straight to the point, so that people don't have to spend too much time reading your newsletter. I found it best practice when things are skimmable. And so I want to make sure that I'm making it skimmable. I also changed the alignment. So I want the alignment to be right on the right side. And then the last bullet point that I want to make sure that I'm adding is, let's go ahead and make this a little bigger. That's another thing. You want to make it very very legible, you guys. So however you can, get it to a place where it's legible. And so, yes, this font at the bottom is a different feature that I want people to be a part of, which is sign up to be featured for our prayer warrior of the month. And so I'm also going to add a button to my newsletter for people to be able to sign up. And so I want that to be a separate font and a separate section. Okay. And so we have 2 different sections. We have 3 bullet points that talk about our newsletter. And then we have the sign up to be the prayer warrior of the month. So the next thing I want to do is maybe possibly switch the pictures around a little bit, just to give it a little bit more of a prayer feel, a pray her feel. Okay, so if you go to the side, there are different tools on the side of Canva that you can use. No, we don't want to draw. We want to go to our Elements tab. And in Elements, it allows you to search for different photos. So I want to say women praying is probably a good one that will help me to find a picture that I can fill in. yeah, so let's try this one. Just kind of giving me the feel. It's giving me diversity. It's giving me woman that prays. And I like that one. And so the other picture at the bottom, I want to change that one as well. So just drag and drop your picture over. And boom, there you have it. I think this is a really good start to the newsletter. What do y'all think? Okay, I like it, but I just want to switch the picture at the top. I like this one right here because it has a little light seeping in through the side, and she's facing forward rather than a profile pic. So since we had the profile picture at the bottom, this one is facing face on. So we're going to go with this one, okay? All right, so when you're ready, you're going to click share, then download, and you're going to make sure you are downloading as a PNG. And then that's going to be saved to your computer. And once you save it to your computer, we're going to go back into our MailChimp's dashboard where we are creating our email. We're going to click image, add image, upload the image. And once you click upload, it is going to upload it right into your newsletter, okay? And so next up, if you have a logo, go ahead and set your logo for your newsletter. I already have a logo that I created in Canva. And so if y'all want me to show y'all how to create a logo in Canva, please let me know in the link below, and I'll be sure to let you guys know how I create those logos in Canva. It's really super easy. But this is our newsletter right here. The button at the bottom, I'm going to change that to sign up because that's going to be for people who want to sign up to be featured as Pray Her Warrior of the Month. You guys do not have to have this part of your newsletter, but for my welcome, this is one of the things that I want to be able to do. And so I'm adding that, but that's just a little bonus. And once again, you do not have to add that for your newsletter. Your newsletter is just a weekly thing. Oh yeah, that little part at the bottom, that's going to auto populate, so you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, so this is pretty much your newsletter, you guys. You can save and exit if you are all good to go. And so now you have all of your components to send out your first welcome newsletter. If you want to preview it, you're going to hit the preview button just like we previewed our landing page. And this is how it's going to look in the inbox. It's going to look just like that. This is how it's going to look from a desktop computer. And I am so happy with this, you guys. Super simple, super easy. You can literally do this newsletter in 5 minutes once you develop your templates. All you have to do is plug in the information and you are good to go, okay? And so the last thing is make sure that if you want it to be weekly, you keep it as weekly. If you want it to be monthly, you keep it as monthly. Whatever you want it to do, you want to make sure that you are specific with the time frame that you're going to be sending it out, okay? All right, you guys. So until the next video, I am truly here for any questions, comments, or concerns. Don't forget to like, share. Oh yeah, you can also save this and finish it later if you don't want to send it now. But once you hit finish later, it will go into your campaigns. And this is how you check your analytics. It's a little analytics, how many people clicked on it, how many people visited your landing page. So till next time, like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys soon.